I'm Nicole Rowe with Arnixon Interiors, and we are at our Modern Lakefront project in Winter Haven. When you live on the water, blues and greens are naturally the color palette that you have. Since this was more of a renovation and a furnishing type project, there was already a lot of blues and greens within the home. The window frames are all blue. So we really leaned into the colors that were already here to add in, the beautiful blue draperies, the fun patterns that have blues and greens throughout, the bar that is, the really bright teal blue, because those were colors that were here, but we also didn't shy away from some oranges and reds and some of the other fun colors. Phase one of the project was the entryway and the powder bath. This was really when we were getting to know the clients. We were really kind of learning who they are, what they do, what they love. The kickstart was the art. The Slim Aarons, that vintage photograph at the pool, but also coming in with some interesting lines, some fun wood tones, and just some oddities that not everyone maybe would be comfortable in their house, but it shows their personality. You go around the corner and you have this little nook of a powder bath. And we knew that was our moment for dark and moody. So we found this killer grass cloth wallpaper that has these blue brush strokes. We had a local concrete artist skim coat the wall, skim coat the vanity top, and found a vessel sink, layer in a fun mirror, layer in a fun light. That powder bath is now a place that everybody really wants to go. The clients made some really killer choices when they built the house, but one of the things that they realized, you're building a house with young children. You don't think through all the phases, you don't think through all the stuff that you're gonna have. So storage was definitely something that throughout the home we really wanted to add more of. The bench has storage, but it's also, the cushions were original and we just came in and recovered them. So we recovered the cushions, we added a back cushion, we added some pillows, but we wanted to tie in the area next to it, which is now the bar storage. Used to just be open mudroom for kids' backpacks and dog leashes and all of that overflow that they no longer needed. So to enclose it for bar and entertaining storage with a really fun teal, but also the fun metal grills and the hardware just elevated that whole hall. We loved the ability when you have rooms that have harsh lines and curves to come in with a curved sofa, to come in with a fabric that has some curvature. Rugs, if a room's an odd shape, you can't come in with an 8x10 rectangle rug. So really playing with that, but also having clients that are super cool. They like a little bit of that edge factor, the kind of when you have snakes on your pillows, you have snakes on your wallpaper upstairs. It just gives something for people to remember and talk about, but also they have grown kids, they're fun, they have animals, they enjoy a good time, why not be playful? So we were able to, I believe it was in the second phase, really focus on the exterior. One of the client's big desires was a fire pit, and not just, a bowl that people could pull up chairs around, but something that was really structural and could sit a lot of people. There's times they have dozens of people at the home, enjoying the pool, enjoying the lake. So we designed a fully concrete curved bench as well as the concrete fire pit and added additional seating, but it's something that everyone remembers. So the pool bath was a fun surprise. I'd been coming to this house for 2 years and didn't know it existed. She said they wanted to update it, so I assumed it was gonna be this very boring white, small bathroom, but the blue tile was already there. So the tile, the toilet, and the pedestal sink were there. We came in and layered in the awesome swimmer's wallpaper, a neat mirror, some storage. Why not make your pool bath really fun? The master bedroom was fun. We knew this had been on their list for years. The clients had gone to a hotel in New York and fell in love with the vibe. And it was a little more of a mix than we initially had designed the space. We had designed the primary suite more modern, more kind of like the lines everywhere else, but when they showed us these pictures that really included some vintage, some traditional, we knew that we could make this room special. The crystal cut drop pendants bounce light around, so amazing. They're heavy and dense, but they're just beautiful. The fabrics are kind of a mix. You have a traditional floral on the draperies, but we added a really neat stud trim. And then the beds, that cut velvet, that is a little more modern, but then on the wallpaper we have a more traditional taupe and blue grass cloth, and we went with the taupe ceiling. So the room really does feel super cozy. They had a bathroom that over the years started to just kind of break down. You know, there's water damage. It's what happens after 20 years. Bathrooms just sometimes need a refresh. We didn't want to make it super traditional or super modern. We found that marble blend triangle on the floor, and that really became the base. The shower, we layered in more just simple marble slabs with a gorgeous blue, navy rich blue glass tile on the back wall. But the bathroom as a whole, like quality mirrors, really fun alabaster light fixtures, a custom stool for the vanity that plays off of that snake wallpaper in the toilet closet. So once again, we have the teals, we have the navy, we have kind of that lime green. So us coming in wasn't changing the trajectory of the home, but it was really just elevating it and showing them how we can finish it, how we can make it better without removing all the choices they made 20-something years ago. Because when you design with intention 20-something years ago, it's still relevant. It's not outdated. It doesn't feel lost in the past. It still feels like something they love.